Hello, future makers. Welcome to Teacherpreneur. Every teacher in every class has bad days. These times are tough, but the goal isn't to create a perfect class, but to grow and cultivate and have one. I'm sure you agree to this statement, but do not know how to cultivate and grow a great classroom. Today, we're going to discuss the nitties and gritties of what is classroom management, why is it important, and the top tips to have effective classroom management. So make sure you stick with us to the end of the video, and without wasting time, just let's get started. First of all, what is classroom management? Classroom management is the term used for the process of running classroom lessons smoothly without any disrupting behavior from the students. Now that you know the definition, you should also know why classroom management is so important. Classroom management is crucial because without discipline and disruption, neither you will be able to teach at your best, nor your students will be able to learn at their best. Hence, classroom management is non-negotiable in the teaching learning process. Now let's dive into how to manage classroom effectively. Another tip to effectively manage your classroom is to have a timer. In your online lectures, you can do it through internet or you can have a clock in your classroom. You can also use an hourglass for the same. Whenever a child will know that there is a time limit for what they're doing, they will start to have more attention on what they're doing because they know it's going to get over soon. It will create a kind of urgency and kids will have their undivided attention on what they're doing. Also, if someone is bored in the classroom, they will get their task done faster so that they can be free and then can do whatever they want to do. The next tip is to model ideal behavior. We teachers are the role model. Whatever we do, our kids will blindly follow that. I remember once I was doing my internship, I wrote the homework on the board which was just fill in the blanks. All the kids were copying it with me and then I told them that you have to write the answers of this at home and tomorrow you have to show me in the classroom. One of the child actually erased everything that he wrote on the notebook just because he had also written the answers to that in the classroom. This is the impact that you create as a teacher. आप जो भी बोलोगे वो पत्थर की लकीर हो जाएगी. So make sure you are disciplined. You don't use phone in the classroom. You use polite language, maintain eye contact, and behave just like how you want your kids to behave. One way to manage your classroom effectively is to have the correct aura in your classroom. If you are dressed well, you'll have a very good image and that image will go a long way in managing the classroom. The kids will either respect you or they won't and that will be determined by the way you create your image. If you want me to make a video on how the image of a teacher should be and what kind of dress a teacher can wear, then give this video at least 111 likes and I'll make that video for sure. One way to effectively manage your classroom is to use non-verbal communications or hand signals. Remember when you were a student and there was a lot of noise in the classroom, the teacher used to just stand silently in front of the class, waiting for you all to settle down and then start the class. That is exactly the power of non-verbal communication. As a teacher, even you can have such gestures which will tell the kids what you want to tell them without you having to actually speak to them. I've also seen some teachers having the secret gestures for certain things so that there is no disruption in the classroom for common questions like going to the toilet or drinking water. This all should happen very smoothly and such common questions should not disrupt your teaching or the students' learning. The next tip is to set rules and stick by them whenever possible. See, each and everyone is different. So whatever works for one teacher may not work for you. So as a teacher, you are your own boss in the classroom. So what you should actually do is set your own rules for the lectures and abide by them all throughout the year. Whenever an academic year starts, you should have some rules and communicate that to your kids and tell them that these rules are non-negotiable and we will not change them throughout the year. Slowly and steadily, those rules will become a system with which you are working and because of this, there will be no room for disruption. One rule that I have in my classroom is that you always have to raise your hand while talking. You cannot give your answers haphazardly. Another rule that I also follow in the classroom is that whenever I am teaching, all the books on the desk should be closed. Once I finish teaching, the kids can open their books to take down notes if necessary, but while I am teaching, I do not want any single textbook or notebook open on the desk. That's how I teach and those are my non-negotiable rules. What are your non-negotiable rules? Let me know in the comments. The next tip is to strategize the sitting arrangement or grouping of the kids. As a teacher, remember that संगत का असर बच्चों पे तुरंत हो जाएगा. So the way you group students will actually impact how they behave in your classroom. If you want to know ideas on how to group students, the link of the video is in the I button and in the description box below. Make sure you watch that video because if you use that in your classroom, I'm sure your classroom will be non-disrupt. The next step is to make your classroom as interesting as possible. इसके दो तरीके हो सकते हैं. Either the start has to be bang on or the way you conduct your classes has to be so good that kids concentrate only on what you're saying and nothing else. If you want tips on how you can start your class more effectively, I have 2 videos on how to start a class. I'll link them over here and in the description box. You can watch them for more ideas on how to start a class. If not, and if you want to take your classrooms very effectively, make sure you use question and answers all throughout your lecture and have some spontaneity in the classroom, because if you don't have spontaneity and you have the same roles going on and on, the kids will get bored by your classroom and they will create mischief. The next hack for classroom management is to encourage initiative and praise students for what they are doing. You like it when you praise something and you like to do it again and again, right? The same is true for your students. If you praise them in the effective manner in front of the other students in the classroom, they'll feel very elated and they will repeat positive behavior again and again. Also, if they are not behaving properly, make sure you give them your feedback in the sandwich manner. Just like a sandwich has bread at the top and at the bottom, you should praise the child at the start and at the end of your feedback. In the middle, while you're having the veggies, you can tell them what they can improve on. In this manner, if you give the feedback in front of other kids also, they will take it in the positive manner and it will enhance their behavior as well as discipline issues. The last but the most amazing way to manage your classroom is to respect your students. Remember, kids grow and thrive where they are respected and valued. Do not insult a child. Do not say mean words to anyone in the classroom. Respect each and everybody's individuality and privacy in the classroom. This will go a long way in managing your classroom. One way to make the child feel special is through remembering their names. I have a video on how to remember the names of kids. I will link it here and in the description box. It's an amazing video. Make sure you watch it because after watching that video, you will never forget the names of your students and that will make the kids feel special always. Also, giving a chance to each and everyone to speak in the classroom will be very effective because they all will feel that they have a position in your classroom and they will try and cultivate that position to make it reach to a topper level. That's how you can respect your students and get your classroom managed. Paper planes flying across the classrooms, students yelling over each other, one of them beating the other, one of them pulling the hair. The classrooms don't have to be this dramatic like shown in a movie scene. But if you want your kids to have discipline in their approach, if you want them to be well behaved, then classroom management tips and tricks are like must have. So make sure you use all the tips and tricks that are mentioned in the video to make your classrooms the most effective ones. Thank you for watching the whole video. Remember, classroom management is less about tips and tricks and it's more about how we guide, encourage, inspire and relate to the kids in the classroom. If you like today's video, do hit the like button. Comment and tell us which tip did you find the most useful. Share this video with your teacher friends and family and subscribe to Teacherpreneur for more such videos. See you tomorrow.